Hi, Zizaran here with another video. This is going to be me raw, going over the full 3.24 patch notes. We will also make a quick 10-15 TLDR video of the patch notes of the league. Honestly, it might be 25 minutes. It's a big league with a lot of stuff happening. But this is the raw. So if you want to see me just like looking over everything and seeing everything for the first time, that's the time. Necropolis League. Okay, I thought it was gonna be based off Vampire Survivors. We'll skip like the intro thing. Because that's just saying what the league is, and we've seen that in the trailer. It's an odd one. That's a hard one to explain, actually. It's an odd one. Honestly, I have no idea how I feel about the league. Like, first impression is the league looks slow and a little bit weird, but it definitely looks like something you have to play to have any idea of if it's going to be good or not, right? I am probably not the only one that feels like I have no idea how I feel. I really have to try it. That's how I feel. I have to try it to have anyway. So that's interesting. As if we're harvesting bodies. The following uniques have been added to the quadruple: Storm's Gift, Nametaker, Pragmatism, the Burden of Shadows, the Fog Refuge. Was Storm's Gift, is that not the ring? Storm's Gift? No, wait, that's the synthesis. Oh, wow. The Trickster Smile and the Untouched Soul. Okay, wow. Added a new intelligence support gem, Sacred Wisps. Support skills can only be used with once. Summons is triggered by... Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder if it's so good that we'll just always use it. Automation, and that's for automating things. Instant and have no reservation. Did that have a mana reservation? Like, does it make it cost more? Supporter work price will be repeatedly triggered. So you need 2 gems. 1.5? Oh, that's bad. It shouldn't cost anything. It's already costing a skill gem. That's rough. Transfer your gems of Artillery Ballista. We are removing Explosive Arrow. I wish we had Explosive Arrow. I just want Explosive Arrow. Elemental Hit, Ice Shot, Incinerate, Kinetic Blast, Poison Concoction, Summon Holy Relic, and Tornado. I guess they were using Tornado. Honestly, I have no idea if it's good or not, but just seeing the way they played with Tornado, I was like, I want to make a Tornado League starter. But we'll see what we end up doing. It might be garbage. Added a new currency item, Veiled Scarab, which reveals a random scarab when clicked. Okay. Veiled Chaos Orbs are being renamed to Veiled Orbs. They now remove... Yeah, so it's basically Ashland Slam now. The following currency items now have a stack size of 20. Exalted Orbs, Regal Orbs, Divine Orbs, a stack deck, a Crusader Exalted Orb, etc. Tinted... Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. That's so big for softcore players, especially. And it might not even be as needed this league. Added Cosmic Decaying, Awakening, placing Fragments. I love what they're doing with bosses and Ubers. The fact that you no longer feel forced to do the normal and Uber boss. Like, that was so good. Added 14 new unique items. Added minimap icons for strongboxes. When upgrading a Pantheon power, now it's for all of your characters. Added a myriad of small improvements. Fun encounters and secrets have been scattered around request. The crafting recipe can now be found in City of Zizaran. Okay. Huh. On a totally unrelated note, that's been moved back, as in it's further away from us now. Alternate art unique items can now be converted to account-bound microtransactions under the Convert Race Reward Shack command. The item will be destroyed and you will be granted an account-bound microtransaction that changes the appearance of the item. I have been asking for that for how many years? Holy shit, thank you! Okay, does anyone have a Queen's Decree I can have for all my softcore currency? Oh my god, I have been wanting that for so long. I have wanted that for so long. Wait, is that live right now? Is that live right now? Cause like, I'm just checking. Oh, okay. Just ask somebody with Race MTX. I have all of them. All the important ones. That's sick though. That's so cool. 374 more foiled maps. 73 more foiled unique items. Audio dialogue. Added a new trade notification sound. Shield crush. Updated the skill icon art for incinerating, and continued to incrementally improve the sound, art, effects, and environments. And honestly, can we just appreciate that? Like, honestly, like, that line is so, like, undervalued because they do so much. Like, think about how different the game is from 2013 to now, and that's all that line. Just so good. So good. Endgame improvements. In 3.24, we made a plethora of changes to the endgame, introducing new bosses, adding another tier of maps, and streamlining the atlas. The most difficult and most rewarding content can be found at the Uber Pinnacle content. Currently the only way to do those bosses. Right, this is all the stuff they talked about in the trailer. So they're reworking so that you can both do normal and Uber bosses now. Still stealth buying transmogrants right now? No, I have all the ones I want, except Queen's Decree, I guess. In addition, the difficulty jump between Pinnacle and Uber content was relatively large, and there wasn't obvious content available that could bridge the gap. Many players would give up on their character before being able to defeat Uber Pinnacle bosses. Cosmic Wounds, Memento Mori, Thirst for Knowledge, Insatiable Appetite, Throw the Gauntlet, Perfect Storm have all been removed. We have fragments now. Oh, they're unmodifiable. That's really interesting. I didn't catch that when they announced it. There are 5 for each of their bosses. An existing unique item has been removed from the core drop pool and now exclusively has a chance to draw from these bosses. The unique items have been rebalanced. That one's crazy. Oh, we get to see all of them. Dark Seer. So +2 level of all spells, the skill gems. +1 to 2 max mana per level. So 2. Wow. Okay. So level 100 is 200 flat mana. 200 energy shield. No longer is 40 to 60% global damage. A divine herb. Okay. Cool. That's interesting. The Malachai's Endurance, Frenzy, and Power Bust from Malachai's Mark. Unique gloves now have a 10% chance to run Endurance, Frenzy, or Mark and hit respectively. Okay. Is that good enough for it to be a tier 17 map boss? Yeah, it's divinable. On hit instead of kill. Yeah, it's so easy to get charges. The Mana Storm Unique Shield now has 1 to 100% mana recovery from Flask, 1 to 100 mana per enemy killed, 1 to 100 max mana, and 1 to 100, and no longer. When you cast a spell, it now sacrifices all mana gained. When you cast a spell, it now sacrifices all mana to gain added max lightning damage equal to 50. So that's like Archmage in a shield. Wraith Lord. This one's insane. That's the craziest one. +1 max number of Spectre per socket of Ghastly Eye. So you can have 4 plus sectors. +2 level of all minion skill gems. Sounds cracked. Did you miss the Malediction line on Dark Seer? I had that before, no? Oh, no, it didn't. You're right. Yeah, so 10% less damage done and more damage taken. That's huge. You're right. I did miss that. Thank you. Yoga Suffering knows enemies take 5 to 10% increased damage for each type of ailment. Wow, it's up to 10. That's crazy. That's crazy. Uber Pinnacles is now completely distinct unique items. This is so big as well. We've also made a few tweaks to Uber Pinnacle boss fights. In order to challenge the Uber version, it must now defeat their non-Uber version. Place 5 of the same fragment. 5 of the same fragment in the map device to challenge the relevant Uber. Okay. And you no longer need to worry about arranging the fragments in the right order. Okay. Cool. So you just need 5 fragments. That's kind of neat. I do like making that cool symbol, but... So you cannot drop watchers from Uber Elder? I'm assuming watcher size is different. Voidstones have tier 16 maps have a 0.5 chance to become tier 17 map for each socketed Voidstone. Sextants and Master Mission removal. With every expansion added to the game, we have been increasing the complexity of running maps to the point where a player... and this is all in the trailer too. We'll have this in the TLDR. They're basically removing all sextants, and we have a lot more scarabs now. Wait, what did I skip? Oh, the 5th map stop is now unlocked upon completing a non-Valdos tier 17 map. So instead of Legion. This is still complete from Legion? Do you think it's from both? Like, do you think it's either? I guess it says is now unlocked. But yeah, so we're getting loads and loads more scarabs. I don't know how I feel about that we don't have master missions at all. Kirak still has missions available for you. I don't know how I feel about that. I did like having master missions available. It might be good. It might be good. I just want gen missions? Yeah, exactly. And now we can focus that. Honestly, the Atlas changes they're making sounds so nice. It's like, I don't even know how I feel about the league and like stuff like that. But yeah, it's just kind of cracked how much stuff we got this league. Oh, they're all being converted to Veiled Scarabs, right? The old ones. Inscribed Ultimatums now require stacked decks. Oh, as a sacrifice. I get it. Assisting Forbidden Sanctums, the reward of Awakened Sextants will reward of Veiled Scarabs. Cool. Crucible passive skill that costs an item to sell for additional sextants. 1 of 2 cartography scarab. Valdos maps that have a chance to convert maps to charge compasses have a chance to convert maps to scarabs. The harvest crafting option to enchant a non-unique map with 50% chance of being removed. Following div cards have been temporarily disabled. Monochrome, Underground Forest. Okay. Scarab rework. Yeah, so now we have like so many different sextant things on this. All the masters. And they've also upped the map percent chance. What should I play if I'm new? I'll be making loads of video guides the next 5 days. Oh, more is never enough. Rebirth and renewal has been removed for now. Maven invitations no longer drop. Instead, when you have witnessed all required bosses to enter Maven's arena, speak to Kirak to open the map device. So this is so huge. This is something I've been bringing up a lot on podcasts and in my videos and been DMing them about it, and we finally have it. I'm so happy for this change. It means that you're no longer feeling like you're wasting Elder Guardians while trying to get an invite. Like, it's so big in my opinion. So big. So big. Hi, John. Good to see you. Atlas passive tree change. To provide more flexibility, who have you been betting at GGG? I've been like, well, I did the podcast with Jonathan, so that's great. That was great. I feel like I got heard very well there. But yeah, to provide more flexibility while continuing to run for the end game, we've added the ability of the multiple Atlas tree sets. That's huge. So you can have a total of three threes. You can also label your sets to easily identify which one is content. Oh, you can label them. During the Necropolis League, I feel like they've thought about so many things, you know, like that we would be asking for afterwards. You can also label your, during the Necropolis League, there will be support for the league on the Atlas passive tree. That's going to be interesting. They've never done that before. I wonder if they'll do that in the future. All corpses with unresolved anguish reveals random craft. Haunted modifiers are applied randomly to packs. 25% chance to have additional haunted modifier. Embers of the All Flame cannot be found. If there are fewer than 50 monsters remaining, final map bosses are empowered by Affliction Wisps. Your maps randomly have between 0 and 80% more modifier effect. Extra content cannot apply or appear. Cannot apply influence. 20 extra Atlas skill points, but it makes it so scarabs cannot be found. It's fascinating. Whoa. Seventh gate, growing hordes, all hands, stream of consciousness, grand design, and wandering path has been removed. Why? I love seventh gate. Why though? I love the gates. Keep reading. The Twist of Fate Atlas Keystone now causes your corrupted rare maps a map crafting option to apply. 1 to 3 additional map random modifiers. Okay. The number of additional bosses by destructive play is now higher if there are fewer monsters. Out of 3 new scarab clusters. 4% increased scarabs. 100% more likely to be their essence beyond torment reliquary. I guess. So I guess that's just supposed to remove the map device stuff. Right. Added a new scarab to the Atlas tree with a remarkable and chittering. Chittering champion causes the final map boss to have a 25% chance to drop an additional scarab. 4% increase. This feels a bit like Christmas. There's so much stuff. Provides unique monsters. 200% chance to drop scarabs. Provides 12% increased scarabs found in your maps. 4% more. Your maps contain 10% packs consisting of difficult and rewarding monsters. Okay. 3% increased effective modifiers on the map per 5% quality. 2% increased effective modifiers on your map per 2 explicit. Incursion cluster. Your maps have 8% chance to include Alva. Delve, 8%. Nico, Bestiary. Causes red maps in your maps to have a 50% chance to break free. Huh? Gain Bestial Rage and defeating beasts grant hunters cunning. Break free from what? Like from the net? Like when it's been captured? It's like, oh no, it's broken free. Demonic power, which causes you to gain demonic power on defeating a beyond boss. 4% chance to attack beyond demons. Gain demonic power. Okay. Great Migration has been replaced with a new two-hearted hunt. Red beast captures have a 50% chance to gain modifiers. Okay. Huh. 50% chance again not to be consumed when sacrificed at the blood altar. Skip Jan? Did I? Oh, you're right. Syndicate members obtain an additional equipment item when appearing in your maps. Ugh. As a negative, that's rippy. 20% more rarity of items. Per item they have. Rarity of items? Brother? This cluster now has 5. Okay, I don't know if I like that. Wait, it causes rare maps capturing maps that have a 50% chance to gain a modifier that provides a chance to not be consumed when sacrificed at the blood altar. That's really fascinating. It's like, it's affecting things outside of maps, sort of. Not really, I guess, but... Secret operations no longer cause a strongbox in your maps that have a 6% chance to be operative. It causes... Oh, right. That makes sense. So we don't have the Scarab Strongbox anymore. Okay, cool. I'll probably not take Strongboxes anymore. Subtle manipulations causes rare monsters to have 50% chance to drop a Scarab per monster modifier affecting them. Okay. Interesting. That might be really good for Scarabs, especially in this stuff. Map bosses have a 100% increased chance to drop a Conqueror map, previously 30. Nice. Amplified energies now cause imprisoned monsters in your maps to have at least one essence of the highest possible tier. Wow. Well, remember, this is not the stuff we need for Ubers anymore. It's just for normal bosses. So they probably want to make normal bosses more accessible. Yeah, Sextons are gone. Custom person to have at least one essence of the highest possible tier. Isn't that bad? Wait, isn't this bad? This is terrible. Unless the next one is that it... Oh, wait, let me read the next one first. The Crystal Resonance... now causes the map boss to be granted a random essence modifier from any imprisoned monster. Cause a remnant of corruption to replace all essences with one of the essences on the imprisoned monster. It no longer has monsters imprisoned by a shrieking essence will be duplicated. Oh, this is terrible. Wait, this sounds pretty bad. I mean, we'll keep reading. Maybe there's something else, but this sounds awful. Perpetual Search Atlas notable passive has been just in time. Just in time provides your maps. Wait, is there no more essence stuff? How is it bad? So before, the way it would work is you would have essence on the map device, and now you can do that with Scarabs anyway. So you can probably have roughly the same amount of essence per map, right? Before it read, it's a tier higher. It's a tier higher, and if it's shrieking, it duplicates. So what could happen is you could have, let's say you got lucky, you could have 3 deafenings, 3 shriekings, and 3 screamings, and all of those would be duplicated. But now it looks like we can only get 1 deafening per node. But yeah. There's more later. Oh, okay, cool. That's good. That's good. Perpetual Search. Your maps have 20% chance to gain Alva. Vol Oligarchs. 8% chance to Alva and quantity. Chance. 8% chance for Nico. Lots of chance. I love how much more chance that we're gonna have though. Where is there not chance stuff? This is all chance related. Oh, we have so much more chance. Okay. I think the rest of this is mostly just increased chance of things. League changes. Essence monoliths and white maps can now spawn up to a maximum tier of screaming, while those in yellow... Oh! Can spawn out to a maximum tier of shrieking. Hello. There's the context. Oh, that's not bad. Especially with the new scarabs then. Okay. Awesome. Definitely important to wait. Definitely important to wait. That's huge context. Maybe there'll be a scarab that duplicates them as well. So that's pretty cool. That is a nerf. It's a nerf for white map spam farming. However, I don't think that's a good thing anyway. Like, I would rather be rewarded for doing them in yellow and red. And it is yellow and red. You can still do it in tier 6, by the way. So the fact that you could do it in tier 1 and tier 2 was it didn't feel natural. Best tier recipe for at least in my opinion. People are allowed to disagree, by the way. Like, my opinion is not the right one, but it is my opinion. The best tier recipe for gaining one of each costs you to gain 5 character missions. Oh, that's gonna feel good. I do like character missions personally. The best tier recipe for transforming a gilded scarab to a winged scarab has been replaced with a recipe that transforms an amulet into a talisman. Hillock is now essence of scarabs. Vorici on research. Vorici on research is now a stash of harvest scarabs. Wait, my white sockets? Did we get any form of replacement for whites? It's a typo. They mean intervention. But there's so many research safe house there. The omen is garbage, though. The omen is garbage. I don't think it's a typo. Because it says Vorici intervention is delirium. Oh, damn. Wait, why do we want to farm... Why do we want to farm Betrayal now? Except for Veiled Chaos Orb. And if the drop rate is low... I guess Gravicious Transport is still good. Just Katarina. No, Gravicious Transport is OP. Like, that is actually OP. What else is good? Is that it? Well, and Scarabs. You're right. Scarabs are going to be pretty potent. Halo quality is gone. Paradoxica? True. That's not farming Katarina, though. That's farming the safe house. But yeah, you're right. Oh, I don't know. It might need love. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, honestly, if there's anything I've learned, it's pretty important to play to get an actual experience, because I've been so wrong about so many things that I've thought was going to be shit. So it's quite difficult. Source of div cards. Now instead drop stack decks. Oh, okay. I have a level of trust in Neon's experience with the game. True. For those that don't know, Neon plays a shit ton. He also used to be somebody that would be one of the racers for like first 100 and stuff like that. He's a very good player. Cloud's hands and breach now open when you walk near them. That's nice. And then you can swap Uber fragments now. You can swap Uber Elder and Uber Shaper fragments now. That's nice. Synthesized maps now drop from map bosses in tier 14 and above, and are now level 81 instead of 80. Unique Cortex map can no longer drop and can be obtained as a reward from other link content. Huh? What? Feared? Read on? Synthesize my bosses and the Forgotten now have a chance to drop. Oh! Okay. Oh, okay. So, okay. I wonder if it's gonna be If we get more or less. That's a good change. Map sub-areas no longer a +1 area level. Okay, the following maps have been removed from the atlas. I'm going to do what I do every league, and if I'm happy they were removed, I'll sound happy. Ancient City. Bazaar. Caldera. Carcass. Chateau, I don't really care. City Square, that's depressing. Colonnade, whatever. Coliseum, yay! Fuck you. Core, fuck you. Coves, that's sad. Crater, fuck you. Dark Forest, indifferent. Desert, I love desert. Dig, Ghetto, Infested Valley, I don't care about any of these. Ivory Temple, Laboratory, fuck yeah. I hate Laboratory, should just be removed from the game. I have never ever in my life found enjoyment of running the Laboratory map. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. It should literally be deleted. I hate Laboratory. It's so awful. Mesa. Oh no. Mudgeister, Overrun Ruin, Precinct, Racecourse, Rampart, Relic Chamber Supply. Honestly, they removed a lot of bad maps, or maps that I'm indifferent. What do we get back? Arsenal, Barrows, Belfry. Do you know what? I strangely like Cells. Cells really isn't as bad as it like looks, because it has so crazy density. I'm very okay with Cells. Cold River, Courthouse, Defiled Cathedral. Hey, Defiled Cathedral's back in. Desert Springs. Dungeon, Excavation, Forbidden Woods, Fungal Hollow. Hey, Graveyard's back in already. Oh wait, we still have Cemetery, right? Lair, I hate Lair. Lava Lake, I don't like Lava Lake either. Mausoleum, Phantasmagoria. Oh my god, thank fuck, dude. Oh my god. I'm so happy Phantasmagoria is back in. Holy shit. So if you don't know why I'm happy, it's because it is the best place to farm Taste of Hate. It's a really nice layout. Really, really good density. Malformation's good too. Like there's still bad layouts, by the way. It's just the best where Taste of Hate card drops. Pit, Primordial Pool, Shipyard. Wow, Shipyard feel like it's been so long that I've played. Shrine as well. They're like old school maps. Silo, I'm not a big fan of. Sulfur Vents, I like. Sunken City, I hate. Terrace, Tower. Ooh, Toxic Sewer. Log in, dude. Log in. Waterways. Tiers have been shuffled. Different things for Pantheons. Some div cards have found new homes. The Gentleman can be found in the Arsenal. Insatiable Mineral Pools. Okay, Carrick mods. Oh. What? Hello? Wait. Okay, no, but now I would like the 7th gate back. If you're still gonna have the Carrick mods like that, I think we should have 7th gate. I really like the 7th gate. I think it was such a cool thing. Oh wait, is this everything? Isn't this just, do we not just have 7th gate now? Isn't this everything? We're not missing anything here. Oh, so we just, oh, okay, yeah, this is better. Read the first line. I'm not, guys, reading, not my thing, okay? Typically, the map crafting options available rotate. All the options that would usually rotate in are now available. Oh, that's wonderful. Dude, reading would be such a good skill to have. I am impatient. I just get excited, okay? It's passion. It's passion. This league won't be for you then. True. So much reading. Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's just wonderful. Essence is great then. Essence is fine. So everything's very cheap. Even Delirium is 7C. Maybe that's a bad sign. Is that because we're going to be starved on Chaos Orbs, Mark? Is it? Are we going to be poor? Why is it so cheap? I'm scared. Player balance. The Soul Eater buff has been reworked. There is now a maximum number of 45 souls that can be consumed, with each soul providing 5% increased attack and cast speed. For monsters, the buff also provides 2% less damage taken. One soul is lost every 0.5 seconds. Huh. Maximum chance to block attack damage and spell damage can no longer be raised above 90. Wow. Do they just nerf Glad? I don't know. Headhunter got a nerf. Instant skills can no longer be bound to left click. F. Unholy Might no longer is 30% as extra. And now provides 100% of physical damage converted to chaos damage and 20% chance to apply Wither. I didn't see that it was the 100% conversion as well. I didn't see that it had both of those. I only heard the Wither part, the conversion as well. That's kind of cracked. Dude, anime weapon is cracked this league. Yeah, monsters can only get 45 as well. So if you hate the Soul Eater monsters that get out of control and kill you, that can no longer happen. There is a cap to how scary they get. Skill gem changes. Monster life increasing tier 17 maps no longer apply to the life of corpses in these maps. Absolution is inspiring. Increases and reductions to minion damage now apply to this skill as 250 instead of 200. Animate Guardian of Smiting. 30% more damage with its smite ability. Animate Weapon of Self-Reflection. This was sleeper OP this league. Very few people used it. I have a few friends that used it and they didn't showcase it because they didn't want it to get nerfed. So it's kind of funny to me. This was really good with the double damage against Chill Mace. Because all the flat damage, so if you gave 1 to 500 damage with Wrath, like the special Wrath, then you got 2 to 2,000, or sorry, 2 to 1,000. So it was actually quite strong. Archmage can no longer support Orb or Brand skills. No longer has supported gain added lining 75% of mana cost and higher. Or supported 5% unreserved. It now has supported skills gain added lightning equal to 10% of unreserved maximum mana. Attempt level 1 up to 19. It also has supported skills of added mana cost of 5% of unreserved mana and quality now costs 1 to 10 increased spell damage. Huh. Does PoE have a PTR? Yeah, there is a beta client that a bunch of people have access to, myself included. Most people don't use it anymore. At least I haven't used it for like quite a few years because you lose access to being able to compete in races if you use it. Like you can't compete anymore. Ball Lightning of Static can no longer be used by totems. Wasn't that a really fun build? That's sad. I didn't get to try that. Blade Blast of Dagger Detonation. But wait, wasn't it only usable by totems? Was it usable in any other way? Was it good self-cast? No? Too clunky? You could self-cast really well? Oh, okay, cool. As long as it's still usable. Blade Blast of a Dagger Detonation. Now deals added spell damage equal to 200% of damage. An equipped dagger or gem, scaling up to 675. So is that a 20% damage increase? I'm bad with math. How much more damage is that? 20? Blade Flare is 35 crit chance. 16. Oh, okay. 16 and 20 is basically the same number. Blade Drop of Great Swords buffed. Blade Vortex of the Scythe buffed. Blink. Wait, what? Blink Arrow of Prismatic Clones buffed. Really? Wasn't that already very strong? Am I Lee starting Blink Arrow? Why did that get buffed? Isn't that really weird? I'm very confused why that got buffed. Was it only bombarding that was OP? The bombarding was the OP one? Right, okay. But that didn't get changed, so I guess that's still quite strong. Cleave. 0.1 radius per 5 rage. Wait, is it lost? Cleave is nerfed? What the fuck? To be fair, too many people were playing Cleave. Divine Ire of Holy Lightning got buffed. 20% less area instead of 30. Buffed on damage. What? Too many. So that's, yeah, if one person is playing Cleave, it's too much. Dominating Blow of Inspiring, 250% instead of 200. Essence Drain of Desperation, 50% more damage over time at all gem levels. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. Explosive Concoction of Destruction, 10 crit chance instead of 8. Explosive Trapper Shrapnel got buffed. Just number G, like 16? 20? Exsanguinate of Transmission, that costs 16 life instead of 14. It's healing up to 46, so more expensive to cast. Slower. A little bit more effective out of damage. More flat damage. Slight dot increase. Okay. But that was the one that was like pretty low damage and just good for doing Corrupting Fever anyway. That's a weird change. It didn't need damage anyway. The nicer that felt, the better. Firestorm of Pelting. Maximum of 10 Firestorms. Flame Surge of Combusting. 35 instead of 25. Flicker Strike. Log out. Log out. Frost Blaze of Catabasis. 20% more cold dot. Frostbling. Yo, log in, dude. Frostbling of Wintry Blast. This spell's cast time is added to its cooldown if triggered. Isn't that a log out? 200% effectiveness instead of... Wait, isn't that bad? That build was so fun. Yeah, I didn't get to try that either. There's so many builds. Oh, that's sad. Galvanic Field of Intensity. Now fires a beam every 0.3 seconds instead of 0.4. General's Cry. Lower cooldown. Ice Crash. 30% more damage. Kinetic Bolt of Fragmentation. No longer has increases and reductions to spell damage. Also apply to attack damage from this skill at 200% value. Quality now increases. Cause projectiles to change direction. Okay. But this just means you have to use Crown of Eyes with it, right? That's fine, no? I don't think that changes anything. It's just a hardcore problem. This is not a softcore problem. You guys were using Crown of Eyes anyway, even though it didn't fucking work. Why are you guys saying dead? Like, people were using Crown of Eyes anyway, even though I wasn't using it. No, not everyone, but still. I don't know if it's dead. It was very strong for leveling. It was very strong for leveling. I don't know if it's dead though. Lancing Steel of Spraying now fires 6 projectiles, especially with the new gem, is really fancy. No, it didn't stack. Now fires 6 projectiles at gem level 1 up to 8, previously 10. Lightning Arrow of Electrocution. Arrow now deals final target for arrows now damage final target 4 additional times after sticking. Okay. Isn't that 33% more damage? Is it 25 or 33? Thanks. 33 more. Could be spicy. Lightning Spire of Overloading. 8 areas. Mirror of Prismatic Clones. Oh, right. Earlier we had Blink Arrow. Penis Brand of Dissipation. Now activates every 0.75 seconds, previously 0.6. 50% instead of 65. 16 to 20. Wait, is this all they're doing? 231 to 347. Oh. 30% more damage with hits after the first instead of 60. That's still probably quite good, though. That's probably quite good still. It's just not... That seemed like a fair nerf. And it's still really good for dots. So poison's kind of unaffected. That seems really okay. $57 nerf. That seems alright. It was very strong right now. 67% nerf compared to the version, but 33% less after Runebinder fix. Right. That's a pretty generous nerf in my opinion. Like, it's still going to be a very usable gem, no? That still looks very usable. Incredibly usable. Because what's so strong about Penance Brand is the mobility it gives you. It's such a nice boss killer. It's such a nice boss killer. Like, it was broken. It was one of the more broken things we've seen. I might at least start that. Power Siphon of the Archmage. Just because it feels so good. Power Siphon of the Archmage now deals 15 instead of 10, 24 instead of 17. Right. Rain of Arrows of Artillery, tiny buff. Race Spectre of Transience. 4 Race Spectres at level 1, 6 at level 20. Race Zombie of Falling. Zombies created are no longer usable by Detonate Dead. Oh. Scourge Arrow of Menace. Each spore pod fires 4 thorn arrows. Previously 5. That one was pretty popular, right? Was that the Scourge Arrow that was very popular? I keep forgetting. There's so many builds in the game now. Shield Crush of the... No, Penance Brand's not dead. Shield Crush of the Chieftain. 8 to 12 fire damage instead of 7 to 9. Central Wave is 40% more AoE. Wow. Ashes? That's... Wow. Shrapnel Ballista of Steel. Attack speed is 50% base instead of 40. Sniper's Mark. Now causes cursed enemies to take 10% damage from projectile and changed 29, so 6% less damage. Projectiles hit, which cursed now split towards 2 additional targets. Oh. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. Damn. But that makes sense. That makes sense. Sniper's Mark was definitely too strong, right? Does anyone disagree with that? Right? Especially with effect. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. Spark of Unpredictability, 190% added damage instead of 160. What's that, like 15, 20% again buff? To match the non-transfigured version. Okay, cool. 40% buff to Spectral Throw materializing. Stormbrand of Indecision. Wait, this is getting nerfed. 60% effectiveness of auto damage. Previously 85. Cast 7.7. Previously... What? Previously 0.35. And now deals 5 to 14. Whoa. What the fuck? Scaling up to 170. Wait, wow. Hey, how did this get nerfed more than Indecision? I mean, Penance Brand. Wait, how did that does not feel viable anymore? Like, only clearing. Like, that's still, like, struggle on single target. That felt so good for mapping, but now it has a cast time of 0.75, so actually getting your brand out is going to cost quite a lot. Because like the Stormrun of Indecision felt quite good for people for mapping. That's what it felt good for. I mean, there's no indecision whether I'm going to use it or not. To be fair, in their defense, they should always be really careful with brands being too good, because when brands are too good, they're the only thing you use. Like, they really are. They're such a scary thing to have in the game, in my opinion. Like, anything that, like, if it's good for everything, it's what you play. Because it's so much mobility during boss fights. So, I kind of get it. Like, it's a scary thing to be too strong. It's just such strong design. It's a bit like Spark, right? Like, Spark as a design of a spell is so strong. Summon Raging Spirits melee attack no longer naturally gains 0 to 38 more damage as it levels. SRS lost 38% more damage. Login minion instability. So by the way, minion instability was super strong this league, as unchanged, and probably stronger this league. So minion instability, very strong. Steel played that last league, very big. So if you like SRS, do minion instability this league. Very, very strong, by the way. Summon Chaos Golem of the Maelstrom. Golem's Chaos Era now deals 30% more damage over time. Cool. Meteor deals 50% more damage than Burning Ground deals now. Wow. I would love to play this. I did have a Golem build back in the day. I would love to play this. 50% more damage. I might look into that. Ice Golem of Shattering. Golem's Undeath Projectiles Nova now has 2 extra projectiles. Archers, 50% more damage. Summons Statue of Stone Golem. 15 melee damage is taken from your Stone Golem instead of 10. Tornado Shot now has an attack speed multiplier of 80 instead of 100. Uses the same bow animation as the Puncture Skill Gem. And has a mana cost of 10 and level previously 8, scaling up to 12. Okay. I was expecting Tornado Shot buffs, actually. Just to say, there's so few people that use it. It's a skill that we just... It's never really seen much use. So I figured it would get buffed. Oh, they reverted the quality. I'm very surprised. I think most people are very surprised that Tornado Shot is getting nerfed. You know, it's just... barely ever gets used. Good one, sis. Thank you. I have my moments. Who could have seen this coming, chat? Unearth. Quality now provides corpses spawned of 0 to 20 max life. It's a niche build. Oh. Tornado Shot is used by every currency farmer ever. Avoid Sphere. Now pulses every 0.3 seconds instead of 0.4. Volatile dead. After reaching the maximum number of orbs, the oldest ones no longer explode. They are simply killed. Oh, okay. That sucks a bit. Poor volatiles. Ascendancy changes. Summon Sentinel of Radiance. Uh-oh. Now deal fire damage equals to 20% of the max life. Previously 30. And it's lower AoE. Damn. Damn. Okay, to be fair, it was very strong. It was very strong. So that type of SRS definitely got hit quite hard. Okay, nerf. Yeah, that's fine. It's also still usable. It's just harder to scale it. Like, it'll still carry you to at least tier 11s. But it was literally carrying you in tier 16s before. So, you know. The mindless aggression ascendancy no longer causes minions to have 10% movement speed, 10% increased attack speed, or cause them to deal 30% increased damage. It now causes them to deal 10% more damage and 20% more maximum life. Oh, by the way, is it just me, or does minion instability Necro SRS look really fucking strong in this league? Like, really fucking strong. Right? This is huge, which wasn't nerfed to begin with, and it was already strong. Honestly, I might go Necropop. Honestly, that looks so strong, this league. That looks so strong. Log out Guardian, log in Necro. Yeah, it looks very strong. Definitely what I'm considering for my league starter right now. Bone Barrier no longer grants 20 bone armor skill. Also, it's like, the thing is, the other reason I'm thinking why SRS Pop is a good starter is because Spectres look fucking insane this league. So being able to easily pivot to that. No, Essence Firebreak is fine. Not a problem at all. Boner Barrier Ascendancy skill no longer has 20 boner armor and no longer provides 2% increased life recovery per minion. It now provides minions of 40% of life added as extra energy shield, and 1% of damage dealt by your minions is leached to you as life. Wow, the damage dealt by your minions is leached to you as life is kind of cool, but the 40% life added as extra energy shield sucks for our build, like if we want to do that. But this is neat, especially for Spectres, and this is nice for Spectres. Is instability counted as a minion? Minion instability dying is a minion attack, yeah. Like, it's dealt by our minions. Because it doesn't give, like, it doesn't count as us doing it, or it would activate Elemental Overload. Passive skill tree changes, because the Bex helmet does. The Bex helmet does add Elemental Overload. The Call to Arms Keystone passive skill has been renamed Warlord's Call. It now provides Warcries no longer exert attacks, and Warcries also grant their buff to nearby allies. Oh, okay. Interesting. Added a new energy shield mastery. 50% of your energy shield is added to your stun threshold. Wait, this is terrible. Wait, this is awful. Why do they do this? Why do they nerf Blood Notch Immutable? Isn't that the entire point of Blood Notch Immutable? You know why? Yeah, I was playing it. It was nice. But it was like, there's no other purpose for that, no? It was a little OP. I like being OP. It's why I play PoE. Alright, I'll deal with it. That's fine. Honestly, okay, I don't necessarily like everything this patch, but I simply feel like I've gotten too many cool things to bitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like everything in this patch, but we have gotten so much cool shit that I am not bitching. Literally, like, I'll deal with anything. I've gotten so much cool shit. I'm very happy. This might be the most excited I've ever been for patch notes. To be honest. We've gotten so much stuff. I don't think I've ever been happier with patch notes. I'm very indifferent towards everything else. Just so much stuff. Didn't you just bitch? Yeah, that's why I said that. Also, I'm a PoE player. Shut up. I'm never gonna stop bitching. It's literally part of our identity. What do you mean? Added a new mind mastery. Detonate mines is triggered while you're moving. Forethought, notable passive skill, 15% increased mana regeneration rate. Previously 20, 30 now. 10% instead of... Oh, okay. Dreamer. Oh. 30 mana regen instead of 15. Unique item changes. Uh-oh. The Relicash Impatience unique boots no longer provides 30% increased movement speed. Why? Why not just make it tier 1 rarity? Or do you think they did this and made it tier 1 rarity? That seems a little bit of an annoying change. Because they were OP as fuck? No. They were a strong item. They weren't stronger than Mage Blood. And they should have changed it to tier 0 rarity. Sorry, it is tier 1, you're right. They should have changed it to tier 0 rarity. And kept them the way they were. In my opinion. That would have been cool. Like, I love having chase items on tier 0. They're great. They didn't need to change them, though. Soul Ascension. What's Soul Ascension? Guys, have you heard of this item? This Soul Ascension unique glove no longer has loose and eaten soul every 3 seconds while no unique enemy is nearby, or maximum 50 eaten souls. It now has eat a soul when you hit a rare or a unique enemy. A rare! Permanent soul leader for mapping, you say? No more than every 0.5 seconds. So only 25 seconds. No, 20 seconds to get max soul leader, you say? These changes apply to existing versions, though you will need a divine orbs. New versions of this unique will have -10 to +10 maximum number of soul leader. Not permanent, you lose it now? Yeah, it's my item. I designed it. They've talked to me about this. So you will, for mapping, have permanent soul leader with my gloves now. And you can get +10 maximum number of eaten souls. I specifically asked that it would be -10 to +10. I like people using divines. 300% increased attack speed? Yes. Is it? What's 55 times 5? 275. Oh, wait. No, current max soul leader is 45, right? They changed soul leader to be max 45, correct? Yeah, 45 plus 10 multiplied by 5, 275% increased attack speed. Yeah, so my gloves give you 275% increased attack speed. That's worth using, right? Are we happy with that? Does it work with Wilma's? It does! It does work with Wilma's. So for Wilma's, you get twice that. And 110% less damage taken. Players don't get less damage taken. What's Wilma's? The helmet. So it's specifically really strong for explosive arrow. It's specifically really strong for totem attack builds. So artillery ballista is actually a lot stronger for it. But do you get souls when your totems hit? No, probably not. You'd have to attack yourself. But you just hit with frenzy. Of course it is, of course it is. Now, it's actually not good with EI. It is good for artillery ballista, though, which is a very different ability than an explosive arrow. Extractor Mentis unique amulet. Now, I might be running explosive artillery ballista this league. 10% chance to gain Chaotic Might for 10 seconds on kill instead of Unholy Might. Ah, so Chaotic Might is old Unholy Might. The Iron Mask no longer has 20 to 25% to inflict a withered with this weapon. Provides... as provided by the Unholy Might buff. More fist damage. Oh, okay. Stack decks, diviners, stormboxes, and divination cards can no longer drop divination cards for boss exclusive unique items. Can we get a big applause for this? Absolutely amazing change. I'm such a big fan I've been putting this on every wish list for the last like 3 years, or ever since Dave cards came in, really. Awesome. Awesome change. The Void is now considered a boss exclusive divination card. It now has a chance to drop from the Shaper, the Elder, and the Maven. I wonder if they've buffed the Void a lot. So the Void was created by a Path of Exile supporter as a unique design. So the Void might now give you any boss drop instead of any item. That's cool. Scroll of Wisdom can be used on items that are corrupted. Most items previously dropped identified, now drop unidentified. Oh no. Oh no. This is a nerf. Okay, I mean, I can just hide corrupted items now, because you can't hide identified items, I think, or something. Whatever. Flasks can now be corrupted using Vol Orbs. I hate this change. Do you know what? I'm gonna suggest to them that they should let us use the bestiary 30 quality thing on flasks. That would make this change a lot less painful, and then you have a certain way to get 30 quality, but you'll have to farm bestiary and you'll have to trade for it, and the cost will actually go up. It improves the flask market. The veiled modifier that provides reduced mana cost of skills during effect can no longer be unveiled or crafted on flasks. Is Steel Mage okay? I need to check on my tendon. Are you okay? Is Steel okay? Oh no. Pathfinder, like, big nerf. Big shit. Big shit. To be fair, honestly, I don't care that much. Pathfinder has been so stupid for so long. It's whatever. I don't care. Everything doesn't need to be strong all the time. Ruby flasks are now +5 max rest instead of -20, so it buffs some builds, nerfs some builds. I'm okay with the change. It's whatever. Slaying enemies close together beyond can no longer roll on maps. Corruption outcome for maps that unidentified. The item has been replaced with a corruption outcome that adds an implicit, so we still have the other ones. It is way too overpowered? Yeah. There are 3 additional elemental resistances during effect on flasks. Previously 5. Oh, nice. Oh, do you know what? That would solve a lot of the problems with flask if they condense the tiers a lot. The fact that there's so many different big shit things you can roll on flasks really like makes flask rolling a lot more unenjoyable. But if there were only 3... It is a nerf? Wait, there are now 3 tiers of additional... 18 to 20 at the highest tier. Okay, right. So 20% nerf, 50% nerf rather. I mean, I do think it's a good idea. I wasn't expecting them to nerf it so much. To be fair, I barely ever use this because I'm not a Mageblood gamer. So, but I think Mageblood gamers aren't going to enjoy that. The dual suffix modifier that 3 to 5% reduced mana cost can no longer roll. Wow! Why though? Okay, so the reason I don't like these because, in my opinion, no ARPG really does mana right. I don't really like mana in any ARPG. It's such a chore and such an annoying thing. I'm just not a big fan of it. Oh, I love the Adorned. But that was a cool thing, though. It's so much setup. You should reward that. So, my philosophy on power in games... I don't like it when you have power like Penance Brand of Dissipation, you have the explosive totems like the suicide totems, because it's so cheap and so easy. But when you have to invest into something and have to set up things in a certain way, that I like. That I like a lot. Like things that require setup, planning, forethought. That I really like. So that's kind of sad. Added a set of modifiers that cause strong boxes to contain additional scarabs. Ornate and large strong boxes. Okay. Okay. Tattoo of a Laco Shaman. 5% increased shock, 5% lightning damage, 5% chance to poison, 5% chance to poison. By the way, this is a big one that we're getting now. This one is pretty game changing. I think we can all agree. 5% chance to poison just on fucking small notables, like on dex nodes. This is pretty big. Very game changing. Chaos damage, whatever, mana recovery. This one's pretty nice. I like that. 3% chaos res. 8% mana regen, 3% ES, whatever, 8% evasion, 6% evasion, 5% chance to freeze. 5% cold damage, melee. 0.3 life regen. This one's quite big. 5% bleed, whatever. Physical damage, global fizz though. Chance to ignite. This one's quite large. That is quite large. Actually having access to decent ignite chance. Honestly, I love that. It's gonna feel so good for leveling too. Fire damage, reduced effect of shock. So we do get that. That's quite good for that is the wording we need for Storm Shroud, right? Correct? They removed explode? Yeah, of course they did. Yes? Okay, cool. So we still have that. Fast effect duration. I'm surprised they gave us that. Avoid being poisoned. Yo, are we doing it? Avoid a storm shroud? Oh, okay. Do we have that on a tattoo? Yo, but are we doing it? Like, I feel like everything points towards it. Do we have a void shock? I don't think we have a void shock. No, I don't see a void shock. SRS got nerfed though, not for this build. Attack SRS got nerfed. Popcorn SRS didn't get changed at all, by the way. It's definitely buffed. It's definitely buffed. Like Popcorn SRS is giga buffed this league because we now have tattoos plus all the other stuff. And Necro got buffed. It's very buffed this league. I'm very likely to league start Popcorn SRS. How do we farm tattoos? Shit, did they show that? I can't remember. I feel like they did. I think it was something with the league mechanic. Projectile speed, avoid chill, cold res, mark effect. I'm surprised they're letting us have mark effect. The league mechanic, yeah, that's what I thought. Avoid being stunned? Yo, this is huge. This is huge. They're letting us have a lot of cool marks. Tattoos. I'm surprised we didn't have suppression. I'm surprised they didn't give us 1% suppression. 1%. I don't want the explosions back. 5% reduced crit strikes. Nice. Very happy about that. Armor. Good. Nothing else I care about. That's fine. That's some pretty good tattoos. I like this. Divination card changes. Corrupted 21 Transfigure Gem from Blessing of the Moosh. Divine Justice. Corrupted Grand Spectrum. Oh, that's a good one. That's a great one. They'll probably be the only source of these now because fuck the silver chest areas. Honestly, they should put Grand Spectrums back in Herbalab. They really should. Like, the way to get them right now is so stupid, dude. 21 Transfigure Gem, 19 Transfigure Gem, 21 Transfigure Gem, 21. Okay, cool. Whatever. No accuracy stacking tattoo. I don't care about Ruthless Balance. I'm sorry, Ruthless players. Read on your own, all three of you. Monster Balance. I am up for playing Ruthless at some point. I just need to have time. Improve the visual effect for monsters that explode corpses to make it more obvious. All variants of the skill that deal damage based on life should now be more clear. Cool. I wonder if they changed Revenants. Rare monsters Rare monster item bonus mechanics are now rarer, and the following item bonus mechanics have been removed. Item drops are converted to gems. Nice. Items drops are converted to scarabs. Makes sense. Item drops have all white sockets. Oh no. Why are they so against white sockets? Items dropped are duplicated. Slain monsters give increased experience, and slain monsters... Oh no! Yo, these are terrible. Gem XP is going to be very noticeable. This means, by the way, that we are back to getting a level 95 before your gems hit 20. As opposed to 92. So it's 4 times longer to level gems now. The gem XP one, I'm very surprised. Placed in the league mechanic, though, you are probably right. You are probably right. I don't like that we lost white sockets, though. I don't know if that's in the league mechanic. This is huge. We got told this during my podcast with Jonathan because I was complaining about cycling damage reduction, and Neon was like, just because of that, I've decided to fix it. Because I was bitching about it. So this is a very big one. Cycling damage reduction has been reworked and is now adaptive resistances. So monsters get like 25% more resist to what you're damaging. So it's so much better now. Cycling is bad, so they made it worse? Wait, no. This is a huge buff for us. Instead of it having immortality to all damage types except one at a time, now they gain 25% fire res. Or 75, whatever. But it's by res, and you can lower it with your curses and stuff. They're res capped. Like, this is way better. This is way better for us. Like, a billion times better for us. And you can curse them, and you can EE them, and shit like that. This is amazing for us. You hope so? No, there's no hope needed. We know for a fact so. We know for a fact. It is such a massive difference. You will no longer even realize that you're fighting the cycling damage reduction. Tormented spirits. Yeah, math is on our side. Tormented spirits have roughly 10... Oh yeah, and inverted resistances. Tormented spirits have 10% more life at 68, scaling up to 50% more life at 83. Okay. Let's see, his lightning wave skill has received new visual effects. I'm scared because I don't like change, and I was fine with the way it was. Plus 2 to 3 and plus 4 to 5 chest level can no longer roll. That's sad for getting high item level stuff. Mute Wind, Brain Rot, Red Blade, and Renegade have plus 1 chest level. Okay. Quest reward changes. I don't care. User interface. Added a notification for when you unlock a new map device crafting option. Nice. Added the ability to control shift left click stackable item. Yeah, that's so nice. Added the ability to hold control and left click to reapply socket and quality currencies. So you can auto fuse. Modifier on an item placed in the Hoardy crafting station will be permanently displayed when you're crafting. Pressing Alt on a map item now displays the monster level for the map. Nice. Scarab section has been updated. Okay, we will read the bug fixes as well, because there can be really, really good ones there. Fix the bug where the revive duration for the remainder of time list was not calculating correctly for party play. Oh, okay, that's huge. Split beams from Arcus Surging could target the same enemy. Yo, by the way, kind of based that they let people, like, play with that bug for the entire league. The crafted modifier for the percentage of physical attack damage releases life and suffix instead of a prefix. Rage Vortex and Bladestorm were not cancelled if you swapped a weapon type. Alright. Lycia's Wind Tunnel could be affected by action speed modifiers. Ah. Oh, so that's what changed. Chance to freeze. Monster modifier only had a 1% chance to freeze is now 25. Monka. Stygian Spires were affected by monsters fire additional projectiles modifier. Do you know when the first time we found out about that was? Gauntlet. The first time I did a gauntlet with multiproj, and people were doing liches, people were like, never mind, don't go in gauntlets, or don't go in abysses, that's death. Somebody went into an abyss and just got like absolutely fucked. Tormented spirits would not function correctly when delirium demons split them. Tormented spirits can no longer be targeted by delirium demons. Oh, okay. Penance Brand and its transferred ring could fail to remove energy from a target when detaching. Yeah, I noticed that. Iron Commander and Replica Iron Commander did not increase the number of transfigured siege and shrapnel ballista. Oh, okay. Should be a bit buff then. Transfigured skills with cooldowns could poison sockets, so the non-transfigured version with no cooldown will get transfigured cooldown applied if they were later socketed in that socket. That's funny. I didn't know that. Lightning arrows visual effects for the lightning strike from the sky, making it hard to see the beam style. Effects that occur when you curse a non-cursed enemy would still occur if you fail to apply a curse to the enemy due to the number of the curses you can have. Relication and Patience unique bits were not applying to existing versions. Rotcut was granting onslaught even if it was not consuming charges on use. Oh. Bladefall could target the wrong location. Wonder if that's a buff. Lightning Torp was sparking. Did not display how many chains it had or that its projectile can chain with colliding terrain. Some skills did not alternate between main and offhand correctly. Favored map slot did not cite that it... Oh, tier 17 map instead of just tier 16. Okay. I don't think that's a problem for most people. More quality to the gem than it did. 6% instead of 8%. The Mad King stated it avoided an ultimatum aspect. Wonky visual interaction with the Elemancer weapon instead of Crosspriest Malice. Sorcerer's Wand were not scaling with spell damage. Renegade Imp microtransaction has lost its Exalted Orb. It's been returned. Pity it's not a divine. That's funny. Memes. Wonky visual interaction between Arctic Skull and Crystallarium. Sin Weapon, Wormskin, fix the client crash. Awesome! Okay, honestly, so I'm a little bit on the league. I don't know if it's going to be fun. It looks like it can be quite slow, but I think this is some of the more excited I've ever been for a patch. The amount of quality of life and cool stuff and awesome stuff that we're getting looks really cool. We're getting new bosses. We're getting tier 17 maps. This is definitely the most excited I've been for a league in a year. And the base game is in such a good state. I am absolutely arriving. I'm probably league starting Popcorn SRS. I'm so excited. I hope you guys enjoyed me going over the patch notes. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Sub if you liked the video, and more importantly, try to die less than I do.